question is, should we quit though? Hello everyone, this is Jay from the Game Masters UK, and if you are new, I'll just let you know we are a gaming YouTubing channel. I don't know how you should say it. I suppose YouTube gamer channel, and we're a Greek YouTube channel, Greek gaming channel. There's three of us. We started off with four. There's three of us now, and we've been doing basically let's plays, playthroughs. Basically just playing through the game, sometimes like 100% completions. A lot of the time I do 100% complete runs, you know, varying like commentary, just talking about the game, sometimes throwing random jokes. We also got our group stuff as well, where we play a game together, or we do like co-op and things like that, and just, you know, just generally just have fun. We normally tend to play the older games only because we're, I guess, of the older generation and we prefer the old games. We play some new games in general. But to those of you who are joining in on this video, watching this video, who know at least about our channel at least a little bit, or for those of you who may have been around a while, this is an update. This is going to be a small update video, and I don't want it to be a harp, I suppose. Just something I want to talk about basically, and it's YouTubers, so small YouTubers like myself. So I've been thinking about this, and I've been thinking about this on and off for a while, and I've probably talked about it before. But it kind of rang home when one of my fellow British YouTubers, Rich Renegade, he decided to hang in the towel. Now I'm not 100% sure when he started. But I know he's been going for quite a while. I don't know if he's been going for as long as we have, for 7 years. But I know he's definitely been doing like let's plays and stuff himself for quite a while. And in the time, he was definitely doing a lot better than what we were doing. He was coming up to 5,000 subs actually. Was going to do like a special stream, I believe, when he got 5,000 subs. Before he got there, he decided to quit. Now the reason why he quit was mainly because it was just too much for him. It was becoming a chore. YouTube was not enjoyable anymore, and I do think to agree that if something's not enjoyable anymore, because the main thing I think is that you know, you need to be happy, you want to be enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, then it's like, what's the point? It's different, I suppose, when you're talking about work, because most of the time you don't like your work. I mean, if you're lucky enough to get a job that you enjoy, then good on you. But in most cases, like myself, I hate my job, you know, but I just have to get on with it. That's just how it is. But when it's your hobby, you want it to be something you enjoy, surely. You don't just want to pick up a hobby just for the sake of picking up a hobby. And when we started, we went in, you know, and we were just messing about. Our quality was terrible, yet for some reason there were still some people that were watching our stuff, even though our content was absolute garbage. It was like I would put my hands up high, and I mean, if anyone is curious, just check out anything from 2010, I suppose. The obvious one will be the first Let's Play, where we were just starting and I was just learning things. Sonic the Hedgehog 1. The quality is so terrible you can barely hear us, honestly. It was really bad, really bad. It was a time when we had more time. And now it's just kind of like, well, we're now in our lives. We're not doing that great at the moment. Like, all of us are kind of like in a funny situation, really. And YouTubing has become a bit of a chore. At the same time, as Marcus said to me, who's the other member of the Game Masters UK, YouTubing was also a way to kind of break away from the crap that's in your life, just to get away from real life. Like you play video games and stuff. You know, you play video games not just because you love video games, but it's a good distraction, right? To get away from everything, you know, to just kind of chill, relax, play your video games, have fun, you know, play with your friends or whatever. You know, do whatever you're doing. And that's for anything. You be listening to music or whatever you're doing, you know. Whatever you want to do in your spare time. And the thing is though, when we first started, it was all about just messing about. But then we thought to ourselves, well, okay, it's fun, but at the same time, if we don't really want people watching our stuff, then we shouldn't we should just mess around and not bother recording it. So we started taking things seriously when we started to get less views. We could already tell things were going down, and we had less time. We couldn't do group stuff anymore, and we started to move on to single let's plays. Like most of my let's plays on this channel are all by myself, because we don't have the time to meet up anymore. A little backstory: the first time we started, we were actually up in my loft, because my friends live sort of nearby, so they actually came round, and we actually go up to our loft. It wasn't the most convenient. We had to go up this stairs and then go up this ladder, and then go down the ladder. It wasn't very convenient. It was more spacious than my room, which is what we ended up moving to, but it wasn't the most convenient. It wasn't the most convenient place. Plus, it wasn't cold, but I mean, it could get stuffy up in there in the loft. So again, it wasn't great. We don't have like an actual area where we could go. We migrated to my room, and my room's even smaller, honestly. But at least we didn't have to go up the loft, I suppose. But again, it was very cramped when there was 4 of us in. Then one of us dropped off. My best friend Leon dropped off. He didn't want to do it anymore. Lost interest in video games, and that became free. But yeah, we don't have like a proper studio or anything. We just kind of make do what we make do. And you know, we've been having fun over the years. But I think it's fair to say that, would you blame us for like quitting, or would you blame yourself for quitting? Or like I said, should we quit? Should you quit if you are a small YouTuber? This is like talking about us, but this is also just like, obviously, like I mentioned Rich Renegade is one of the YouTubers, and like I say, he was doing well, but he decided to pitch out. That was it. Like, it just became too much of a chore. It was too much for him. He was doing it all on his own. Same with me. I do everything apart from the single let's plays. When we were doing all the group stuff, I was doing all of that. I was recording all of it. They had to come round and bring their controllers. Sometimes they had to bring a mic, but I was recording everything, making sure to back up everything. I was doing all the edits on top of all the singular let's plays, and I had to cut things down so much. My rendering was slow, so I eventually got a better rendering software. But even now, now I'm rendering things in higher quality. Even my rendering software is struggling. So, you know, I need to either like upgrade my PC and or get another software, which all costs money, which I don't have. I only work a shoddy part-time job, which you don't get much for the work you put in. And all I do is I save up and I try and put things to the side, and you know, if I get a chance I'll try and get something. I'm trying to save up for a mic, but I can't. My mics keep breaking, and it's like, well, I could just like not buy another mic, but then I wouldn't be able to record any content until I eventually saved up for that mic. And that's not going to be like in a week. It's not going to be in like a month. It's probably going to be like 2 or 3 months later on, and it's like, that's a long time to not upload anything. You know, and like I said, I was uploading consistently for like days and days and days, and I couldn't do it. I had to cut it down. It's too much. And I do feel like it's like small YouTubers just don't have the support. It's all right for those big YouTubers out there who this is their job, and some of them even have like enough money to actually buy an editor. They get editors to help them out and stuff, or they might even just have friends to help them out or something. We don't have that. This is all me. You know, if Mark's doing his let's plays, it's all him. If it's Jamie's doing all him. It's a lot of work to put in. We do enjoy it, but when you put the amount of effort in, you try and make your thumbnails all nice, you try and put your videos out there, you try and put titles out there, maybe funny titles, but title related to the game or whatever you're playing. You know, part 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, let's play this or something, play through that, or 100% completion, I don't know. Or sometimes there might be like a little guide or something, I'm not too sure. But like, you know, whatever you're trying to do, you put in the effort in, and then it just doesn't exist. It just gets pushed back, just the back end of the barrel, and you look up and then you're like, oh, there's like hundreds of thousands of other people that are playing this game, obviously, because the game's obviously like really popular, or perhaps it's an old game, so maybe not the best choice, or they, like I say, they're just higher up for whatever reason. Maybe just because, you know, they've been around for a long time, you know, they've had this video up for years, so it's an old video, it's got a lot of views, or it's a popular YouTuber, you know, various different reasons. And I know a lot of people, I see a lot of people who actually say things like, I don't understand. Like, there's someone who's getting lots of views doing this, someone tried to imitate them, not exactly imitating them, but something similar, because they were like, had similar interests or something. And present in a similar way, but not obviously quite the same, but try to do something similar, and they just weren't getting the views. And I hear people, sometimes say, well, there's a bunch of different reasons. Some people buy views, which I don't approve of. I'm never going to be doing that. I'm never going to be doing something like that. It doesn't get you anywhere, nor subscribers. It just doesn't get you anywhere. But the matter of fact is, lots of people do what we did as Let's Plays. But either way, you put your effort in. If the video didn't get shown, it definitely puts you down. I'm sure you can relate if you're a small YouTuber listening to this, and you're struggling, especially if you've been doing this for 7 years, guys. 7 years we've been doing this, and we've only just now got 1,000 subscribers. Clearly, we've done something wrong. We've done something wrong for us to only get 1,000 subscribers. And yes, it does upset me when I see someone new who posts one video, just one, and within a week, maybe not a week. I've seen some, like, not for a long time, maybe a week or two. I'll say 2 weeks, I suppose, to be a bit more realistic. But it's still possible to get 1,000 subscribers in a week. But either way, they upload one video. It's a gaming video, and they've already surpassed us. You can probably imagine how I feel about that. It took us 7 years to get 1,000 subscribers. Someone does it in 2 weeks with one video. I don't understand. Are you expecting me to believe that someone bought these views? No, I legit do believe that this person or whoever, I'm not naming names of course, has somehow managed to get that many subscribers in a short amount of time. And the amount of effort we put in to all of our videos, and we try our hardest, and we try to push ourselves out there, trying different things, but no matter how hard you try, the results clearly are not coming through. 7 years, nothing's changed. You know, I mean, it would make more sense for us to quit, like, as opposed to Rich Renegade. I mean, because he had more subscribers than us, and he was at least getting consistent viewers and comments. But even for him, it got too much for him. So I don't know how he would have done if he was with our channel. Well, he probably would have quit long ago if it was our channel. But you know what I mean. And we've kept going because we enjoy it, and we're still desperately trying to push it. But I know, like, Mark's on the end of his tether. I know he just wants to just give it up because he can't hack it anymore. If no one's watching your content, why should you waste your time? You know, it's different. It's different if you're just starting out. I would say if you're just starting out, just get a feel of it. If you enjoy it, keep going. And I'll always go until I get fed up and stuff. But then it's like, how are you doing in your life? If you've got an okay life and you're doing okay, and this is just a hobby on the side, I'm sure you're fine. But then it's like, you don't know, like, what the YouTuber's life is like, if they've got any problems and stuff, like issues like myself. You know, and you come here for again, a bit of a distraction. But if you're having, like, bad things going on in your life, and then you upload a video and you're like, okay, everything will be okay, you know, I'll upload a video, perhaps some people watching it and commenting will cheer me up, but then you just get like 2 or 3 views. That's just like another kick in the teeth, I suppose, really, isn't it? It puts you down even more, and you're just like, well, pardon my language, but fuck it, like, you know, it's a lot of effort to do this. And I've seen people that say they've been going around for 7 years compared to us. Those are like on 80,000 subscribers, nearly 90,000, and we're on 1,000. Again, they're Let's Plays, we're Let's Plays. Whatever they're doing right is what they're doing right. And the other side is, you're just not that entertaining. And I've been told before that I'm not very entertaining, and I would agree. And that's normally why I take a different approach to when I do my Let's Plays. I do more of a just explaining stuff, more of a completion, like here, these are my tips sort of thing. I'll sometimes throw my random personality in there because I always say, you guys, you got to be yourself. You know, the best thing to do is to be yourself. Don't copy people. Try to be yourself. But obviously, you also want to try and get people interested in stuff. And I hear some people say that I am funny, but I honestly do feel like they're just saying it to be nice. And I mean, if you're not, if you do think I'm funny, then I appreciate that. But you know, no offense, but I don't really believe you. I'll be absolutely honest. But I do appreciate the sentiment, sentiment regardless. But you know, it depends on what you're trying to do, your personality, where you're trying to go with things. You know, are you trying to be an entertainer? Or are you just trying to do like guides or something? Are you trying to do detailed guides, tutorials? Are you trying to you know, do walkthroughs? Because we do commentary stuff. Are you just like doing like complete walkthroughs, 100% completion type of stuff? Are you just doing reviews, like detailed reviews, or are you trying to be like an entertainment reviews, like review, like, you know, what are you trying to do exactly? You know, who are you trying to go for, and how long have you been doing it for, and are the results showing? You know, are you growing? I mean, I would say we're not, and that's the thing. If you're not growing, then obviously it's like, oh hey, well, what should I do to grow? What should I do to get the views? Do I just clickbait? I wouldn't recommend that, but you know, I'm sure people have probably thought that. It's like, what is it? What do I need to do to get ahead of so many people? Because there's so many people. We're all in the same boat here. Well, I mean, a lot of us are in the same boat, and then you've got the big YouTubers that are kind of sitting up at the top of the peak. And I'm not just saying they're laughing, but I just mean they're up there, and they've got to maintain it, and they know what they need to do to keep consistent and they've got a fan base. So they're like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, whatever. When you're a small YouTuber, it's just kind of like, you can experiment, I suppose, because you just don't know where you're going with it and stuff. But if you've been doing it for as long as we have and you're not showing any results, should you quit? Should you quit? I've been thinking about it, and you know, yes and no. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I'm not normally one to quit things, even when I really don't like it. I really have to be upset to quit something. Like I really do. And the concept of YouTube doesn't upset me. It's just how things have changed and how hard it is to just get yourself out there. It's not friendly to new users, that's for sure. As I've learned when I started my new YouTube channel just recently, and I kind of expected things to be quiet, but I'm literally just stuck. Well, I lost a subscriber for some reason, but I was stuck on 16. And I literally just have not changed. And I do believe those 16 subscribers have all come from, well, you guys watching Gamebusters UK. I haven't got anyone new, and it's probably because I just don't exist. Like, you would have to go out of your way to try and search for small channels in order to find them, because there isn't a video that's up there on the top results. It's popped down, you know, it's behind the lead stuff. And yeah, if everything's doing the same thing, it's like, well, how do you do something that everyone's not doing in order to get noticed? What do you need to do, guys? Like, how far do you need to go? You know, do you need to mislead people? Do you just, you know what I mean? Do you just make random thumbnails? Do you just, you know, choose popular games just for the sake of getting views? Do you just, you know, as soon as a new game comes out, try and get content on it recently just to get you noticed? You might not even like the game, you might not even want it, you might not even think, like, why did I buy it? But you just do it to get noticed. Should you do that? You know, I don't think that's like the type of thing you should do. I don't think it's how a YouTube channel should be dictated, like how some YouTube channels, I believe, are dictated by the fans. And of course, part of that is going to be because you're going to be doing stuff, and then people will say, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that. And if you want people to watch your content, obviously you want to at least think about, or at least try to cater to your viewers. Otherwise you'll lose those viewers, you'll lose those subscribers, or they won't subscribe to you, or whatever, you know. But if no one can see your channel, then of course you're not going to get no subscribers. Of course you're not going to get no views, and you won't get no feedback. It's like if you want to do a Q&A, but then what's the point if no one can see your channel if you don't exist? You're not going to do a Q&A when you have 16 subscribers. You might, but the chances are most of those subscribers are not probably going to pay attention. I mean, hey, if you manage to get all those 16 subscribers to comment on your Q&A, then well done. But it's less likely. It's you know what I mean. It's less likely. You're gonna have subscribers coming in for certain things and whatnot, depending on your content. And if you're a variety channel like us, where we do all sorts of let's plays, you're obviously going to get people that prefer this and prefer that, and only subscribe to you for this and only subscribe to you for that. And I always said that I feel like I work better with my friends. I feel like when me, Mark and Jamie, the Game Busters UK team, when we're in the saddle, when we're all let's play, I do feel like we sort of bounce off each other better. You know, our personalities kind of shine, I believe anyway, personally, when it comes through. But we just can't do it anymore. We just can't. We've been thinking about trying to rent out an office, but the reality is, even if we even thought about it, it's not going to happen anytime soon unless we somehow got rich and we got a lot of money, because we just don't earn enough money to even like move out of our own homes. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, YouTube can cost money. It does. Like, especially like gaming, if you want to get your equipment up to snuff, it costs. That doesn't mean that you have to have all the fancy equipment to get noticed. I have seen people using cameras and they have been doing pretty well, actually. You know, I still every now and again get random people saying, "Are you going to record more of your Smash on Nintendo 3DS?" And I explicitly said in the video, because I was recording it via the camera, because it was the only way I could do it, is that I didn't have a good way of doing it. And honestly, I didn't want to. I was literally like trying to hold it with one hand and play the game at the same time. It was not good, and I said I won't be doing it again because it's not fun. Like, it's not fun to you guys. It's not fun for me. How am I supposed to record properly? You know, and yet people still saying like, "Are you going to do more?" And I'm like, "Do you really want more of this?" I mean, some people don't mind it, which is fair enough. But then it's like, it's such a hassle for me. And if one person is like, "Hey, do more," are you really gonna do it for one person? You know, like, you want a group of people. You want a group of people saying, "Yeah, if you do this, this is what we want. We'll watch your stuff." You don't want just one person coming up to you being like, "Oh, hey, I'm like your only fan. You know, please do this." Well, I mean, hey, you might be. You might be. It's like when I do my streams, Footloose, our mod, he, you know, is normally the most consistent guy that come around. So if I'm ever stuck for a game, he'll normally suggest something, and that's what I'll play, because no one else turns up in the streams, so he automatically wins. Do you see what I mean? So again, the struggle is real. And I do think like the part of our problem personally is that we've played a lot of old games over the years, a lot of games that people have already done. I don't know. I guess I'll be honest. I guess we're just not that entertaining to most people, which, you know, take it or leave it. I know some people say that we are. Some people say that we aren't. Whether they're being serious or not, you just don't know. But yeah, it's definitely very disheartening when you see someone get subscribers so quickly doing gaming stuff like you, and you've spent I don't know how many years. It's like, and there's even like a video that I looked at, again not naming any names, and I thought to myself, well, there's nothing like specifically super duper special about it. And this video had like 100,000 views, and this person only had like 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, I don't understand. Like, I don't actually know why this video has so many views. what's so great about this video. It was a very short video, and I just thought, I don't really understand. There was no commentary or anything. And you could argue maybe that's the problem. Like, just shut up. Stop commentating. You know, some people like commentators, some people don't. That's why you have walkthroughs, and that's why you have let's plays, I suppose. So you can kind of pick your poison. Do you want to listen to someone ramble like myself? Which I'm sure if you don't, you probably would have clicked off by now. Or do you, you know, you just want to look at a walkthrough because perhaps you're trying to look up something in a level, you're stuck on a level, and you're like, I don't want annoying commentary, I just want to be shown where this is or something, you know, or like, how do you beat this boss, how did this person do it. I'll just quickly watch quickly check out a walkthrough or something. I don't want to look at game facts or something, you know what I mean. So it really depends on you yourself. And at the end of the day, we are let's player groups. We are people that prefer to talk about games because we're very passionate about games. Like, I'm sure a lot of you are, you know, very passionate. But the truth is, if you want to get somewhere on YouTube, you need to take it seriously. And I do kind of regret, right when we start, not taking it more seriously than we should have. I do. It's hurting us now. But even so, like, even though it's hurting us, it is odd. And I think, like, I was trying to, like, give justification for this. Mark was saying, like, well, we got like 1,000 subscribers, and like, it kind of feels like these are like all fake subscribers. And I did say to him, yeah, we've accumulated these subscribers over the years. You know, and I said, I'll be absolutely honest, it is kind of like 10% of our subscribers, or not even that, like 5%, if that, are actually watching our stuff. And like 2% are commenting, like every now and again. And it's always great to see new subscribers who come along and be like, hey, you know, I actually think you guys are neat. And it's always nice when you get those random comments, whether it's the truth or not. You said it, and it's always nice to hear. You know, for anyone, like when someone says, I think you're underrated, you deserve more views, and you're like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. It's just a bit of a, you know, boosting confidence, you know, to keep you going. And if it weren't for you guys, I'm sure a lot of us YouTubers would have quit. Now, I don't know where you are, if you are watching this and you are a small YouTuber. How do you feel about your situation? Are you in a situation like us, or are you slowly growing? Have you found your place, I suppose? Have you found your place? Have you found like what you think is a strategy that works for you, that you're still enjoying YouTube and you're slowly growing as a YouTube gamer? Then let me know. I mean, don't let me know. Obviously, don't explain your strategy. Well, you can if you want, but you know what I mean. Like, how are you getting along? Are you struggling? I do feel like there just needs to be more support for us small YouTubers. Otherwise, a lot of us are just quitting, and it's just such a shame, really. Because in my personal opinion, I hear big YouTubers, and I just don't care. Like, and I don't mean, I'm not being petty. I mean, I literally just, I don't see the appeal, I guess is what I'm saying. Not everyone, but I just mean, like, there are some YouTubers where, like, lots of people like them, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't really get the humor, or I don't really get the entertainment. And I think to myself, is then really not any place for us guys, you know? Are we just that bad or whatever? And I actually find a lot of small YouTubers, oh, my throat is dying right now, to you know, to be more entertaining. To each and their own, but I guess we should just copy everyone. I don't know, I'm not too sure. But I just wanted to talk about this. I do apologize, this is a very long video. I don't even know if I'll even upload this, but I just wanted to say this is a little update, just to say, like, it's just a big question, and this is for, like, for you small YouTubers as well. It's like, do you feel like quitting? Do you want to quit? Where, like, how are you with your channel? Are you progressing? You know, because I wouldn't blame you if you're like, yeah, you're at that point where you've been doing this for a while and nothing's working no matter how hard you try. And 7 years getting where we are, I mean, I feel like we deserve a medal just for putting up with that for so long. And it was mainly because we did find enjoyment. We were playing the games we like, but we could easily just not record. We could just play the games and not record. But you know, we want to do both. We want to do it. It's just you know, the struggle of getting out there and getting noticed. And even if that happened, would people actually like us? Not too sure. Would we get a group of people that liked us or whatever? So yeah, I think a big problem is the support. A lot of us doing the same type of stuff. And just like bringing people together, like community wise. Like it's very hard to try and get people from one platform to another, like trying to get Facebook, for example, to like people on YouTube and such. So then it feels like there needs to be better ways for small YouTubers to creep up. And it's like with Twitch, I hear there's some sort of program coming up where people, not even like big YouTubers, but like smaller YouTubers will be able to get the sub button. I'm not sure if it's active. I don't think it's active yet, but I hear that they're working on a way to make it so that if you're an active Twitch user, that you have a chance that you might be able to get like the partnership and get the subs. And they call it like it's their kind of like their Twitch plan to get more people up on Twitch, get more new people, you know, more active users on Twitch, and get more people on there and just support smaller ones. And I feel like YouTube maybe needs that, you know, to don't just forget about, just ignore the other people. I mean, there's so many people using your platform. It's like there needs to be some sort of help. Like, don't you want more people on your platform? Like if you're trying to be a reviewer, does more companies want more reviewers or not? Are they happy with what they got? They're like, nah, I don't need any more reviewers. Is there no room for more people like that? It's, you know what I mean? It's all boils down to that. It's, you put in the effort, where's the support? Where's the help, really? And I'm not saying that, oh hey, if you'll do it on your own and you're fine, that means you don't deserve support. I just mean, like, it's hard in general to keep up with everything, and not everyone has the money to buy, you know, fancy equipment or whatever, and has to make do with what they've got. But yeah, something to think about. You know, it's like, when do you decide to just give it up? If you're just not getting anywhere, like ourselves, should you quit? Should we quit? Should we quit? Let us know, I suppose. Do you think we should just give it up? Think about it. 7 years. Only just got 1,000 subscribers, like, earlier on in the year. Like, is it worth it? You know? I do wonder. Like, I do have fun streaming and stuff, even though no one pretty much watches it, but like, is it worth it? I'm just talking to myself. And you know, I'll probably be talking to myself mostly here as well. I doubt anyone will even see this video. So it's like, your voice can't even be heard. It's, what do you do? You know, with what you've, like, even with like what people have told you to do, suggestions and stuff, and you've tried everything. Like, when's that line? If you don't see any progress, you know? Just, hopefully you don't become a clickbait channel just to get views. But I'm still trying to do an experiment with the whole thing, with like small YouTubers and stuff. Especially considering like I say, the whole like some people manage to get like so many views and subscribers for one video, and it makes you wonder like what's so special about this video that's got them that so quickly. Yeah, it's I don't know. YouTube is weird. I feel like these days it's like you just don't know what to do, you know. If I were to do a similar video, I doubt I would get that many views. And I don't mean if I did that now. I mean like if I was the one who did that video. If, you know, in some alternate reality I did that video. I bet I wouldn't even get the views, and I'd be sitting there like, huh, no one's watching this. I mean, obviously I wouldn't know any difference, but you know what I mean. It's just like, what's going on? What, you know, what do you need to do? What is it? What's the strategy? Is there a strategy for gamers, for small YouTubers? Because at the moment it just kind of feels like if you're not already big, you're kind of stuck, you know, which sucks, really. It really sucks. There's a lot of good people out there, and you won't be able to hear them because they'll just quit, because no matter how hard they try, no one's going to watch them. And it's not about just, hey, I'm quitting or whatever. It's just, you gotta understand, it's a lot of effort, especially when it's a hobby. It's different when it's your job, but if it's a hobby, and you're trying to just put yourself out there, you want to get noticed, then I don't blame someone. I mean, if you quit after a week, I do kind of think, well, that's up to you. I guess you don't enjoy it, because it's best not to go in hoping that you're gonna make it your job. No, no, no. You go in because you enjoy it. Give it time. But if you're taking as long as we are and you're not getting anywhere, then yeah, maybe it's just best we just quit. You know. All right, guys. I'm done.